QC Life, welcome back to Above and Beyond. I am still hanging out at the Greensboro Science Center, having the field trip of a lifetime, and I am here with Rebecca Robinson, marketing manager and queen of all things flight today.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, thanks for coming out. We're so excited to have you guys here.
So obviously this is a completely interactive experience, but it's all about going further, faster, smarter, and higher when it comes to space travel, flight, everything that we could think of when it comes to the sky. So walk me through what people can expect.
Yeah, of course. So right behind us, we've got a space elevator. If you want to go and see what it's like to go to the International Spaceport, maybe it's not real. Just
hi guys, what are you doing?
Are you up at the spaceport? Yeah, super cool. You're about to descend back down. It's going to be really fast, so hang on, okay? Here we go, here we go. And then you can also clean out space, so you can clean space up. So we've got a place back towards the back of the room.
Yeah, let's go check it out. So obviously we want to make sure that not only are we cleaning things up here on Earth, but we want to make sure that space is protected too.
Yes, exactly. So you can learn a little bit about satellites. We've got satellites right here. You can learn about the sizes and how they've just gotten smaller over time. And this is going to be some of the debris that you can actually see in space. And then here you can clean up space. So you can kind of race each other. You can see who can clean up the most and who has the highest score. And, you know, who doesn't love a good competition?
Listen, everything here, like I said, is interactive, and like you said, keeping score so that we can see who can take better care of our planet and everything that's above our planet. So I want to ask, why was this something important that you all wanted to bring to everybody here in the Carolinas?
Well, of course. So, you know, I think that flight, whether it be space flight or just airplanes, or even how do animals fly, is such an interesting thing. And so that's what we wanted to bring here at the Science Center. You know, we have flightless birds, from our penguins and our cassowaries to even flighted birds with our kookaburras, our chickens, and, you know, other birds here. So I think it's so important that we can also have that natural aspect. You know, you can learn about how birds can fly or how they can't fly, and then you can go out and see them here at the Science Center.
Like you said, some of those big type birds, but also down to small butterflies that also live here at the Greensboro Science Center, seeing how things take to the sky and seeing how we're mimicking that as humans, whether it's through some of the drone planes that we're going to see. We're going to show you fighter jets later, back to an old school air balloon.
Yes, exactly. I think hot air balloons are also very interesting. I mean, you know, and then, you know, think about how everybody went around the world. You know, there's a big thing to go around the world in 180 days. So I think that's so interesting.
Absolutely incredible. Now, there are multiple different spaces, and we're going to continue to show you every single one of them so you don't miss anything here at Above and Beyond. But this is something special. So give us the details so we make sure we don't miss anything when it comes to this experience.
Absolutely. This exhibit is open through September 22nd of this year. It is $2 for members, GSC members, and $3 for non-members. So that is an upcharge plus the with the admission fee on top of that. So, but from there you can go in and out. So if you come in at the beginning of your trip and you want to come back in at the end, you can do that as well.
So many things. Now, obviously, we're talking about the future of flight, but let's step back into time a little bit to really talk about the Greensboro Science Center. You said this has been here since 1950?
Yes, that's 1957. We opened on October 5th, 1957. So we've been here for almost 70 years.
So continuing to evolve. But, you know, when I was getting the tour, basically there were different parts of the Greensboro Science Center built about every decade, every era, if you will, and every single part houses something really unique that you can't find anywhere else. And like we said, we're looking here at the future of flight, but we also met a Komodo dragon earlier, so there's so much to experience here all under one roof.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? Since we're talking about the future as well, we're about to build a rainforest biodome, so that'll be here at the Science Center soon too.
This has to be a really exciting job for you. So when you were giving us a snapshot, if you were to just make sure you hit some of the highlights, we want to make sure that we're going to show you more. But if there are a couple of highlights on a rainy day like this, what's a must not miss?
Oh man, the aquarium, obviously Above and Beyond. Go see my friend Hannibal he's the Komodo dragon over in our dinosaur exhibit. And if you can, if it's not too rainy, go pop out in the zoo. We've got goats, and that's in a barn, so that's covered. We've got goats, we've got alpaca, we've got donkeys, we've got little miniature horses, and so it's a lot of fun.
So literally everything from space to stingrays, all right here in Greensboro. Can you believe that there is so much here to experience? Now, Becca and I are going to keep hanging out because we've got drones we've got to go see. Like I said, we're going to make sure we're building a fighter jet later. Maybe we'll go back and join that flock of birds we were flying with earlier. So make sure you're hanging out with us. And Jorge, I'm so sorry you're not here, but I promise I will come and double up on a field trip day with you if ever you want to, okay?
I was going to say, what a cool assignment you have. You get to go and learn about flying and science. It's my kind of thing, but don't worry. Take lots of pictures, lots of videos, QC it, and we'll learn all about it. Thanks, Jana. All right, well, friends, look, school is out, and it's the perfect time